Morning, guys. It's Saturday morning, and this is how I start my morning on the farm. But tonight, going into New York City for the Meet the Vloggers meeting at the Apple Store in SOHO. So this is what I see in the morning here. It's kind of tough, isn't it? How nice it is here. Generally very nice. And then you got Bubba over here. Demps. Yeah, okay. And then you got Nikki over here. Right, Nick? Yeah, another rough day, huh? So I guess we'll just start our morning sitting in front of the computer like I always do, working on some book stuff. And then we'll jump on the bus and head on to New York. It's time to get in the old truck and drive to the bus station so I can take a 3-hour drive on the bus to New York City, because I live in the country with my old dogs. Otherwise, I'd be living there full time, but I live there half the week, and the other time I come back to tend to my dogs. Usually, there's the deer. See if we can get those deer over there. See the deer over there, guys?
It's the man with the master plan. I'm here to turn it out with the mic in my hand. It's the man with the master plan.
We're watching a short presentation that we're going to do on video blogging. I hope you guys know that's why you're here. Good, cool. That's such a part of it, right? It's like a really easy to make website, you know? You don't have to know coding or these moments of my life. Instead of storytelling, I moment show. And that's, I think, where we're at right now in the media is that we have these little tiny cameras like this. This is like a video camera. She has a camera here that probably takes a video maybe. Short. Are you and video bloggers that have popped up? It's vlogmap.org, and you can go to any of these places and you just click on a little dot and it tells you the name of the video blog and then tells you where it is and the feed that you can subscribe to.
You don't need to be a professional. You just need to know some simple steps. And you know, if you have a Mac, you have iMovie, or if you have Final Cut Pro, you can edit stuff and compress it. And once you are, or your DV cam or whatever you have, I used to use a digital 8 camera, which is fine. Michael still uses one of those. So you make a video, bring it into iMovie, cut it up, and compress it. And we have steps here.
Blogs and news sites and a lot more websites nowadays have this feature called RSS, and it stands for Really Simple Syndication. And what it is, it's a way of allowing the website, it's a document that describes what's new on a weblog, what's new on your website, and it can be read by a program called an RSS reader. So you can plug these RSS feeds or channels into your RSS reader, and you'll always be notified of what's new on that website. Give me this playlist of all this stuff that it downloads, and I can search for what I want to find. For instance, maybe I'm only interested in free
and create a service that made video blogging a little bit easier. Freeblog is a wonderful resource. I learned a lot from it, and we looked at it and said, how can we break this down? How can we make it a little bit easier, reduce the number of steps that's involved? So we started Blip TV, which is a service where we host your video and we give you a whole bunch of power tools that you can use to get your video out there to as many sources as possible.
You want people to watch it. We talked a little bit earlier, Ryan talked about the Internet Archive, which is a free service like a library.
Business. And come to that as I come to everything that's good in my life, somehow or other through poetry. And I came to video blogging through poetry. I came to filmmaking through a burning desire to make poetry films. A day came when I became multimedia matrix at a literary magazine online. Surprise, out of the blue, and I was pressed.
But these are amazing times. 10 years ago, if I did a video, you know, I was lucky if a couple people saw it, some friends, some family. And I did a show called Out of Focus back then, that I took this show, entertainment show, I took it to the Fox affiliate, paid them $300, and they played it Sunday morning at 1:30 in the morning. So how many viewers do you think I actually got? Maybe a couple hundred if I was lucky. But today, you know, you can reach thousands and millions of people.